got Tara, camera lady. She just got home. She's got her hair done.
Got my hair did.
You gonna show us?
Got my nails done.
Daddy. I like it. A little grease in your hair, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, so this is like a video series on the cams, oil pump, VTC gear. I'm just kind of trying to break it down so you can guys kind of have an idea of how to do everything. We just did the timing, previous video. Now we're gonna do the valve adjustment. So what we got here, we got a K24. Well, I should just start by saying, welcome to our YouTube channel, Vasile Garage.
Yo, 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 yo!
But when we do those
bad.
videos, when we do those videos in a series, it's kind of like, it's kind of out of whack, you know what I mean? But you get the point. You just want to see what it is to, what you need to do, okay? So we got the Preunto 3-lobe stage 3 cams, springs and retainers, valve seals, all the good stuff. We got the chaining VTC gear, 50-degree RBC, and we got K20 A2 oil pump, which you probably seen the video already and the install on that. Pretty much up to this point, you probably should have seen already all the videos. If you have any questions about how to do this and how to do that, you can easily go back to my previous video and watch them. But with this stage 3 cams from Preunto, we have to do a valve life. So for the intake, we're gonna do a 0.008, and the exhaust we're gonna do a 0.010. Now, it's very simple. I got one of those Chingalera Power Build 2 for a, it's got a 10mm Chingalera, and then it's got a flat screwdriver in there. You can kind of see
Is that the actual name if they need to look up the part? Chingalera.
Chingalera. Valve adjustment 2, you know what I mean? You probably come up. And then we got a filler gauge, you know what I mean? And we got 0.008 here. And then if we push this out, we should have the 0.010, which is right here. But now we're gonna work on the intake. The order you're supposed to do it, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm gonna do it down, you know what I mean? Start right here, you know? So we're gonna go ahead and start with the cylinder number 1. And what do you want to do? You want to make sure that the cams lobes is pointing up. That way, you know for sure there's not any kind of what do you call it? Pressure on the valves. You know what I mean? So we're just gonna keep spinning it.
You might want to switch the battery out on this before you get too far.
Yeah. Be alright.
It's already gone from 17% to 10% since we started.
I got some.
Okay. Okay.
So as you can see, we got the lobes up here. We got the lobes up here. See that? And you can you hear that? Can you hear that? Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the intake. This is the intake side. We got the 0.8 right there. We don't want to drop that. So what we're gonna do is you put this over the 10mm nut right there. Now this screwdriver kind of goes in and out. So this hasn't been used yet, so it's kind of like stuck. So it kind of pisses me off. So I don't get any ideas. So you loosen it. You get your screwdriver on the valve. And then you kind of put it right on the bottom right there. You see that? I don't know if I need to grab a flashlight so you can see better. Can you hold the flashlight to them? There you go. You can hold the flashlight so you can see exactly what I'm talking about. So you got the rocker. You see that right there? And it's right on there, see? So now what you want to do is you want to start tightening the screwdriver. Actually, this feels like it's tight, you know? See? It's too tight right there, see that? So you don't want to make it too tight. You want to be on the more on the loose side than being too tight, because if you have too tight, it can hurt the engine, you know what I mean? A little bit loose, you're gonna have more, a little bit more of an engine noise, you know? See that? So kind of right there. So now after you tighten it, you take it off and then just make sure it's kind of snug a little bit. You see that? And then, okay, so we'll go back to this other one, which this other one is too tight. You see that? It doesn't even go on. So I'm gonna go ahead and just open it. We'll get a screwdriver in there, loosen the valve. Make sure you see that right there, and then you kind of tighten it. See, you kind of want to just kind of play with it. You don't want it too loose, you know. Kind of right there. See that? This one's maybe a little bit too loose, so we're gonna go ahead and just kind of loosen it up a little bit. Much better. And just give it a little bit of snug. Make sure it's tight. And that's good. That should be good right there. A little bit of snug. Okay, so now we're gonna go to the exhaust side. It's on this side right here. And the exhaust side, we're gonna use the 10 millimeter, 0.010, which is that right there. You see that? Okay. Oh, it's so tight you cannot even stick it in. So usually I like to open the valve pretty and then see, that's pretty snug right there. Same thing over here. This tool that I got, it's actually kind of new, so actually hasn't been used, so it's kind of a little annoying because it's not that smooth. If you were doing this on the engine, on the car, probably it won't be as shaky, but my engine stand is kind of shaky right now, so let me see that again. So, and that's that. Now, once you get it in, you just kind of spin it. You can kind of hear when you do that, click it, you can hear one of them has got more play than the other. So if you feel like one of us got more play, then go back and double check it. You know what I mean? So I think this one right here might be a little bit loose, so we're just gonna go ahead and just kind of loosen it up a little bit. You see what I'm doing, Tara?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta be very careful with this. Make sure you don't over tighten this 10 millimeter bolt because you can snap it. Yep. And there you have it. And you just go on down the line. And that's how you do your valve adjustment. You know what I mean? Again, you just spin it. Make sure your lobes are pointing up, away from that, so there's no pressure. And that'll do it. You know what I mean? after that, you just close it all up, put it back in the car and do your thing. Let your tuner do your thing with it. But that's pretty much, well, what is that? A big old bug right there. That kind of brings out the end of our video. You know what I mean? Not really very hard. It's very easy for me because I already have the engine out of the car, and it's a lot easier to work on it. Now, if you're on the car, you'd be like, you know, using the crank at the bottom and spinning it, but being here outside, it's a lot easier. Well, that's pretty much what I got going on. Hopefully that's helpful, and hopefully you guys get to see more of my install other than just engine work, like training work, brake tuck, fuel tuck. We have a whole bunch of stuff that just came in and still waiting on a lot more stuff. Well, anyways, guys, appreciate you for tuning in. Hopefully this helps. You can buy this stuff on Amazon. This is not, you know, this is a power belt and gear wrench, power belt gear wrench, and then very inexpensive. You know, I think it's $50 between the two. You know what I mean? And it will make this right here will make your life so much easier if you use this. You know, but I don't think this motor ever had enough valve adjustment. It feels like it's not just because I did the cams, but the way you loosen them up, they're all so tight and snug in there. You know. But anyways. Thank you guys, appreciate you. Thank you, Tara, for helping out.
You're welcome.
And hopefully this video is helpful to you and your build. Catch you guys next time.